Heyo, and welcome to day 13. It's October 13th, and it is getting really hard to keep doing these daily entries. It's almost 2 weeks, and today I just found myself really avoiding it and just thinking the sun is going to set soon, and I need to get this done, and I don't know why I really don't want to do it today. Maybe that's an alarming thing, maybe that's an eating disorder thing. I don't know. It's way easier to live like when you feel like you're doing good, to want to pretend that this isn't a part of your life. And I kind of felt like that today, like a little bit of a high in that it just didn't seem that hard. I was eating, I was moving, I was getting work done, I was feeling focused. I had a support group I attended that I do once a month. And that was nice. Although it's so hard to focus. It's an hour and a half, and I just keep telling myself, it's only an hour and a half in 1 month. Can you not possibly not look at your phone and just try to stay focused? Like, this is good for me. Why is it so hard? I don't know if it's just like, if I analyze it, that it's just hard to sit and face my disorder, especially at my age, kind of feeling like that, I'm not actively in a program right now, and so I'm just here for support, but I'm also definitely here to give and receive support, which is what everyone says when we introduce ourselves. And it's true, and it's like when we were saying that last night and everyone was introducing, it was very recentering. Like, I am here to receive support too. I like to think that maybe I'm just giving it, but I definitely am the one with the eating disorder, and I still need to receive support. And that can be really hard for me to acknowledge and to sit in. And there's just this like trigger when things start going pretty well, that you just want to believe that you're superhuman. And I remember at the very beginning of my eating disorder feeling really like Super Sarah, because I used to go by Sarah, and I had to bury Super Sarah in the ground because Super Sarah ran marathons and got straight A's and could do everything and didn't have to eat anything and just could like keep going and going and going. And that, I remember my older sister, who is my best friend, she went through that agony with me of just having these ridiculously high expectations, and this person I felt like I should be, and I kind of could, and that's that like high of the eating disorder, is feeling like you're kind of superhuman, and that you can restrict in a world of food, and you can exercise more often and further, and get less sleep, and get better grades, and meanwhile you are slowly like eating away at yourself, and you're taking from your body, and ultimately you can't sustain that. And so there's a part of me that always, like, I still love Super Sarah. I still wish that I could be her, and I'm driven to be this superhuman person that can achieve everything. And it's just really hard to be and sit. And it's Tuesday, and I don't have plans for my week except for work. I should really figure out something to do for the weekend. And it just feels like I have so much time, and I'm just going to fill it with all this production and work. I just keep going and going, and I feel like I'm working 25 hours, and I look at my clock, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually going to be putting in 40 hours, but it's hard. It's like how I over-exercise too, or binge eat. It's like so easy to get tripped into these extreme behaviors, this super productiveness. And when there's nobody else around me and I'm kind of left to my own devices, it's like really hard to find that balance. And that reminded me of something that we talked about in group when you're early on in recovery. It's like, if no one's going to make you eat, you're not going to eat, because you can not eat and you can withstand not doing it. And so if someone's not going to hold you accountable to take care of yourself, to rest, you're not going to do it, because you don't want to. And I think I still perpetuate that in my own life, even if it's not as extreme behaviors or as obvious to the eating disorder. But it's like, it's still hard for me to choose to rest or to make leisure plans. in my week, or like take myself out for dinner and just not be productive and not try to be superhuman unless someone around me is like helping me stay balanced. And I'm like, all right, yeah, let's do this normal life. Like, I am enough. I don't have to keep being and producing. So yeah, super me. It's still in there. And it's Tuesday, and I kind of feel like I'm slipping into that a little bit. And so I'm curious how the rest of the week turns out, if I can chill out or if this trips me up later in the week.